So it is Tuesday, 1st of November, approximately 9:38. In attendance for a mentoring, information, advice and guidance session, Christy Meredith and Ellie Aitner. All right. Hello.
Hello.
So, how are you at the moment?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Past 8-9 months been really good. Feel like I'm developing well as a person, and definitely feel like I've become a lot more employable, just from starting my traineeship to finishing the traineeship to starting the apprenticeship, and now halfway through the apprenticeship. I feel a lot more composed, and I feel like I can deal with tasks that get given to me relatively easy.
Good. So, what has enabled you to get from where you were 12 months ago to where you are today? So, what has helped you to make those achievements and those successes?
I think it comes down to the advice from my mentor, who kind of said to me that I need to show him the qualities that he thinks I have in order to bring out the potential in me and to kind of develop into a person who he thinks I can become. And after having the mini meeting with him and going through what he thought needed to be done, I realised to myself that it is something I need to do, and I did it, and it felt good when I did it. He told me that I needed to improve on my reliability, which was something I realised in myself that I needed to improve. So I tried, and it paid off, and eventually that's how I got the apprenticeship.
Good. So, in the next few months, so short term, medium term, and the next like 3 to 6 months, and then long term, what have you got going on? What goals have you set yourself, or you're working towards achieving over those time spans?
The next 6 months, I hope to achieve the level 3 sports development qualification that I'm currently working towards. I hope to achieve that. In the next 3 months, I hope to help Active Humber and help them with the targets that they've set through different programs. One of the programs is the ramp program. Through that, me and a colleague of mine, we set up a ramp social, which is a forum for members who are on ramp, and what we want to do is we want to improve that, make it grow and develop it into a sustainable program and resource for the company to use to help young people to develop themselves professionally and socially.
Okay. Is there anything else that you've got coming up that you need maybe some additional support or advice or information on, to do with your kind of qualifications? Have you got anything coming up in terms of, because I've still got somewhere that actually you are working towards your level 2 FA award?
Yes.
So when have you got that coming up?
That is in 2 weeks' time.
Okay. All right. So how do you feel about that assessment? Are you ready in terms of your portfolio work? Are you ready with the time that you spent applying in a community setting? And is there any additional support, advice, guidance that you feel that you might require to then complete that?
In terms of how I feel about delivery and handling a session to provide from a final assessment, I feel confident in myself to deliver. But I would say that in terms of a session plan and how to write and adapt one, that is not something I'm strong with, so it would be helpful to have some guidance on that.
Okay, so whereabouts have you been going to so far to actually get some support for developing session plans, adapting session plans, either session plan templates, or where have you been looking? Who have you been accessing support from?
So instead of accessing support, I've not really been doing that, but through doing the level 1, I got my coaching license, and through that there was a program that the FA run themselves. I can't remember the name of it, but it's to do with the FA. You log into it and it comes up with sessions that you can use to coach different age ranges. I have looked through that many times. It got confused a little bit. I've seen videos just on the internet themselves of different sessions that professional clubs have done, and along with doing that, when I started helping out a young kids team, the guy who was running it, he was also part of the level 2, and it was through him that I got the connections with the club. I started going down with them, and he actually explained to me on ways to adapt different sessions, but that was only in terms of numbers. So if you planned for a session with, say, 12 people and only 6 turn up, you've got to be able to adapt to change it to make it either harder or easier for the kids. So that, him talking me through that and showing me how it can be done, that helped me a lot in terms of adapting when it comes to more or less numbers.
Okay. So you said you've been onto YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What other website have you been looking on, or what other websites are out there that you can access support for lesson plans? So is it a specific portal? Is there somewhere where you can go to access them, or have you just put it in Google? And
I've just put it in Google and it normally just comes up.
Okay, right. Let's have a look then. So for the video, we're just looking on laptop on the internet at the moment. There are, I know, certain books. And I'm just having a look on the phone as well, that I think you may benefit from. If I can get up my wish list. There are books. So, folding football, if I can get it onto Amazon. Okay, so on here there's a number of books. Now, there are a number of in the series of these books, but I've only seen those 2. Now, I would advise that you have a look on and look at seeing if you can actually see.
Like a preview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just get a little bit of an overview for what's on there. Also, have you been onto the East Riding County FA's website?
No.
Okay, so here's East Riding County FA's website. Could be a good way to just have a look through their website, but also if you go into coaching, they've got all their coach ed stuff in here. So just like where you booked on the course, can you remember?
Yeah.
Where you booked on the course, I would suggest you just do some surfing in general, but maybe focus in these areas, because I know that actually there was quite a significant change.
Yeah, when we was doing the level 2, the tutor, she actually showed us the new pathway plan, and she explained it to us about what would happen and how it's all changed and things like that.
So my next question to you would be, okay, by looking at the new pathway, you're in here at the moment, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you see yourself going once you have completed your level 2? What do you see yourself doing?
I'd like to possibly go into the youth award.
Okay.
Just because when speaking with the tutor from on the level 2 course, she did actually say that it would benefit myself if I did go on to that for the next stage, instead of moving on to a UEFA B or something similar to that. She said it would be easier if I went on to a youth award module, because it's less based on coaching experience, and it's more about the coach himself and how to develop younger players. And I think it ties in with what I want to do. It's a passion of mine. I love football.